This is everything I did on my 4-day trip to Chios Island. This island is very big, 4 days by far is not enough, but it is something. We stayed on Kambos beach, 15 minutes south of Chios town in this apartment called Enali's Apartments. Brand new, fully equipped with sea view, so would definitely recommend, and it also means that I chilled for a day at Kambos beach. Some beds were free if you consumed something, and there was plenty of space left. Now, one of the most important things to do if you're in Chios is visit the mastic villages. This is Pirgi, with the unique Gistade wall paintings introduced by the Italians in the 14th century. Another mastic village is Mesta. Mastic villages are like fortified little castles so that mastic production and trade could be protected. We're eating the traditional sweet donut. Canelos lucumades in Mesta is definitely a must. Also try the savory ones. And visit the shop Mesta Project. To educate yourself about mastic production, which defines the history of Chios, you must visit the Mastic Museum. Mastic tears out of carved tree trunks. It hardens, it falls to the ground where they put a bed of calcium and then is collected. Chios is basically the only place that mastic can grow successfully, so that's where they produce and trade it. Have every product with mastica that you can think of, and you can try them all in the museum. Near the mastic villages there are a couple of pretty nice beaches, one of which is Agia Dinami, which totally looks like a swimming pool. No sunbeds available, so bring your own gear. And always apply enough sunscreen. I want to thank the amazing Greek brand Apivita for sending me this package. Now we also visited Chios town. The town is an old part, which is a castle, and inside of the castle there are a couple of very nice tavernas, such as this one, Café Nes, but probably the best one of all is Vroulidia, which you definitely need a reservation for. When you must try Chios beer, one of the freshest microbrewery beers in Greece I've ever tasted. 15 minutes north of town there's a very beautiful bay called Glari, but we left Glari beach immediately because it was literally one person on top of another one, no space left on the beach. And then there was this party that said this area of the beach is reserved for a bachelor party. Okay, you can reserve sunbeds, but how on earth can you reserve free space on the beach for a bachelor party? Anyway, the vibe wasn't it. Beautiful little bay, but not for high season unless you go very early and leave very early, I guess, or very late. So we continued northwards and checked out the chapel of Agios Isidoros, had a swim at the beach there and ate at Pantukios Tavern, where you should definitely order fish. And on the way you will pass by the Chios windmills, a famous landmark. On our last day in Chios we visited the impressive monastery of Nea Moni. Amazing location with great views, but do understand that the whole area has been burned by wildfires. We continued our road trip to the west coast to Avronima village, where you have this fantastic restaurant Toasteri with amazing food, sea and sunset view. If you drive down from there to the west coast, one of the most spectacular beaches you can visit is Elenda. It's wild and unorganized. Our last stop was for a drink on Komi beach. It's a bit similar to Kambos, but way more south, so closer to the mastic villages and beaches, further away from town. I'm gonna put a list in the caption of all the things I've missed and I would have done if I stayed longer in Chios. We continued our trip to Samos. Follow for more Greece travel tips.